Oof. might be a rough day today. Ordinarily on this stream, we are big fans of Dr. Mike, but I think he dropped a video yesterday covering House MD, and for some reason, quote unquote, real doctors, okay, like to pretend like they know more than or could do better than Dr. Gregory House with the dual specialization in infectious diseases and nephrology. Why can't like all the words have like the same roots? Wouldn't that just be better? Like, why can't we just call the heart like the cardiac? And then when you say like, oh, cardiovascular, that makes sense. Or like a cardiac arrest, that makes sense. Why do we have to have a whole different, or like nephrology is for kidneys? Why not call it like kidneyology? Or these are my, I do nephrology. It's the study of the nephros, your kidneys. Why do they all, I'm just saying, make things a lot easier, okay? Hugh Laurie rejected an invitation from Dr. Mike.
Oh, his staff was like, oh, this is a good fit. We're going to reach out to him and see what he thinks. I'm going to read you quote unquote. We invited Hugh Laurie to our show. His staff was like, oh, this is a good fit. We're going to reach out to him and see what he thinks. I'm going to read you quote unquote what he said. He is not interested in opportunities like this. Frankly, doesn't care about the audience or reliving the show.
Damn.
That's so baller.
It's just such a direct and honest
So baller.
reply.
I'm a Gemini, middle child pleaser. I'll answer any question you ask me.
Wait. Is this the alternate universe Nick Rekieta, where he never does alcohol and cleans up and becomes a famous actor? Someone said not even close? Really? Not even close? Fuck you guys.
Question you ask me.
Supposedly House got annoyed at some point. That was so bad, technically. I'm sorry. I shouldn't call him House, considering I'm talking about how annoyed he was with being associated with the role so much. Hugh Laurie got annoyed. I feel like it's kind of interesting that there are divergent pathways for like TV and movie stuff. Doesn't seem to cross over that much. And people can get really big doing TV shows and like never branch out into the film world. I guess it kind of makes sense. I guess it's a different workflow, talent, something maybe. Skill set, I guess. But it used to be that way, but now it's changed. No, I feel like it's still generally that way. Like sometimes you'll get actors that will bridge the gap. They'll make the jump. But yeah, most of them are like one tricks, no? For TV shows or for movies? I feel like for TV shows, to do a TV show well, I feel like almost takes a little, would I say more talent than a film? No, I would say it's like a different thing. Hold on a second. I found out that a minor Mr. Girl and Laugh 2.0 update. I found out that after Pixie dropped her Substack, apparently Gisticle was reaching out to people, and he would drag Cherry into the room to like 1-2 him, obviously without ever saying that Cherry and Gisticle were dating at the time, to try to like see if girls would like, hey, did Steven ever send you anything? Can you tell us anything? Jesus Christ. Did you see the PPI news? I'm so fucking happy we're finally headed for some real inflation. We'll be feasting on some delicious schadenfreude in the coming months. Oh, you think that they're gonna accept the numbers and then not try to explain them away? You don't think that's going to be Biden's inflation? Everyone from Atlanta became huge movie stars. Brian Tyree Henry Lakeith Stanfield, Zazie Beetz. These are movies that I've never heard of. Oh, no, I've heard of them, but I never watched. Transformers 1, Bullet Train, Eternals. Was it just like a cultural moment for like the whole Marvel stuff? Or is that kind of thing ever coming back ever? Oh, Lakeith Stanfield became... Oh, I know this guy. I've seen this guy in a lot of stuff. I don't know that was his name. It took years before a series of successful movies emerged. Don't think we're getting that sort of setup anymore. Not anytime soon. Wait, do you guys know the very first Marvel movie in that universe? I think I talked about this on stream a while ago. I didn't know this until like a year ago. Oh yeah, you guys all know, never mind. Yeah, the Hulk. I didn't even know the Hulk was. I think they just like dropped that. Or maybe it's still canon, but they swapped the actor, right? It was the American History X guy. Edward Norton, was he the Hulk in that first one? Or was it Mark Ruffalo? Norton was the Hulk at one point. Okay, yeah. I think the only tie-in to the MCU, though, was not this fucking Hulk. Was in like the post-credit scene or something, right?
Reload. I've always felt they're loose.
Correct. Well, I guess that can be the only tie-in because it's literally the first movie. That's kind of dumb, right? It's not MCU really. Another studio holds the Hulk rights. Wait, for the character? Or you mean just that particular movie? Iron Man was first? Oh, did Iron Man come out before that? Wait, really? No, that guy was wrong. This was 2008? Damn, that's a long-ass time. Wait, why did everybody just say no and correct that one guy and say he was wrong? But no, he was right. Wait, Iron Man did come out first. May is before June, right? Wait, what the fuck? This is like an ask the audience thing. No, May comes out. March, April, May, June. Shut the fuck up. You will likely never see Marvel hit the highs they did, not just because the movies got worse, but also because people don't go to the theaters anymore. What? Aren't we still having like the highest grossing movies of all time? Overall ticket sales gross per year USA. I don't know. Is there a way to find this out? Domestic yearly box office. Damn. Never mind. Just kidding. Wow, look at how shit the movie theater industry was in 2020. That's crazy. I wonder what happened. Okay, so we just never recovered from COVID, I guess. Jay Powell and Biden killed movie theaters. True. Thunderbolts flopped horribly, as many of the other current MCU movies. Well, I feel like the big issue was that Well, I mean, we know what the issue was, right? Is that they had a whole cast of people that they built up really, really well, and then you had your huge climactic movies, and then they kind of closed the closed the book on the entire set of characters, basically post Endgame. But then the stuff that they tried to pick up afterwards just didn't work out as well, I think. The media environment is so fucked right now. We need more liberals like yourself to defend Dems. Are you willing to help smaller content creators grow from your community and fight the good fight online? Oh, absolutely. I love growing small content creators. I've led to so many successful careers. You've got Hassan Piker. You've got Vosh Vidya. You've got Gesticle. You've got... I was supporting 2 streamers, Mr. Girl and Lav at some point in time. I think COVID made people really comfortable streaming movies in the comfort of their own homes, and so afterwards didn't have a strong desire to go back to the frustration of theaters. I wonder if there is, I wonder if there's data on this, because we remember some things, but like the things we remember aren't really true. We just like romanticize the past. Like, here is a thing that, and I said this, I probably even said this on stream. Here's the thing that gamers would always say, but it actually just was never true. Gamers would always say, if you want to buy X graphics card, wait for the next generation to come down, and then the current graphics card prices will drop to compete with the next. That never happened. I don't know why we all said that. That literally never, ever, ever, ever happened. Ever. It never happened. I don't know where this idea or talking point came from. I figured that I think in 2012, when did the 1080 come out? 1080 release date. What? 2016. Okay, 2016. It's 2012, 4 years later. Okay. Yeah, but like this just never happened. The earlier generation prices would never fall. But I was going to say, one thing I wonder about the movie theater ticket prices is the feeling I have, and maybe the release dates were just always the same and I just didn't realize it. I felt like in the past, if a movie came out in theaters and you wanted to watch it at home, you're waiting like 6 months for the fucking release. I feel like now you see shit, like I feel like there's stuff that is like barely out of theaters and it's already on like YouTube or Paramount Plus or whatever, like within like a month sometimes. But maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe the timelines have always been really quick and I just never noticed it. I feel like there's like shit still in theaters sometimes, and I like look on YouTube like, wait, what the fuck? I can buy this shit. So I bet that influences theater stuff a little bit too. Oh, and they announce it ahead of time. Yeah, that's true as well. Where the release date will come and they'll be like, we'll be streaming on Paramount Plus in like 1.5 months or whatever. It's like, damn. One thing that I think is, I think going, if I was the president, I would pass a law and make it illegal. If it comes out in theaters, it has to stay outside of streaming media for 2 years. I think going to theaters, like I think going out into the real world with real friends, with real people and hanging out with them, I think that's a good thing. And watching shit like at home, alone with your Discord friend group, I don't think that is as good of a thing. Because I wonder sometimes if you can't give people too many, we've talked about like, I'm sure someone's got a more formal theory of this, but I call it like friction, like high friction things usually produce better feelings, hopefully. If you have like reading a book feels different than scrolling memes, like going out to the theater, there's like a whole set of rituals involved, meeting friends. Sometimes you go to an arcade after. It's fun to just like hang out in a theater. Like there's just like a whole set of experiences there. That's like a fun, special thing. Who is that stupid lady? Oh fuck! What? I feel like I saw this like a million times. What am I thinking of? It makes me cry. Who's the lady? Who's the lady I'm thinking of? Oh, I feel like she used to be in the trailer intro thing to so many movies. What am I thinking of? Was this not as popular as I thought it was? The AMC girl? Is that it? AMC intro, Nicole Kidman. Is that it? Oh yeah, it's this thing.
We come to this place for magic.
How long did they play this for? I feel like I saw this so many times.
Love, all of us. We go somewhere we've never been before.
Wow.
Not just entertained.
I've never seen this.
Somehow reborn
Oh, well, fuck you.
together. Dazzling images on a huge silver screen. Sound that I can feel. Somehow, heartbreak feels good in a place like this.
That stupid fucking quote. $100 versus $5, it's just not happening. You're so fucking retarded. It does not cost $100 to see a fucking movie. The fact that you even say that already shows how dumb your argument is. And people will say this shit like, oh, yeah, I don't have the money, I would never do it. It's only $5 to buy it home. First of all, you're probably buying like 100 fucking movies. Like, people say shit like this and then they open their Steam and they've got like 200 games they've never even fucking played before, okay? Fuck you. Paramount Plus has been the worst streaming app I have ever seen. It's so buggy, and they populate 2 to 3 minute ads at the end of the episode of Dexter before the credits. Streaming apps online and shit are like the United Kingdom, where it's like, drawing this from memory? Oh my God, what do we have? Hold on. There's like an island here for Ireland, because it's like north and south. Or the Republic Island, and then you have like the thing that hugs it, right? Oh, it looks like a kidney. It looks like Pac-Man. Hold on, let me see. What does this actually look like in real life? You know what? Actually, I'll take it. It kind of does look like Pac-Man. It looks like an evil... Wow. How's life? Okay, I have like DMs and emails to catch up on, so. Prepare to be bored. What the fuck is this? Oh, I don't know. Okay. New Brad Taste apology. Oh, he messaged me. We might chat today. I have no idea what we would possibly chat about, but I tried cocaine for the first time in my life, like 2 nights ago. I'm gonna be honest, I got nothing out of it. I didn't have my Vyvanse that day or anything. I'm guessing I just didn't do enough of it. I did like 3 kind of small lines because I didn't know much in terms of how much I wanted to die or not. And I spent the next hour and a half with the most disgusting. It tasted like MDMA, like just dripping into the back of my throat. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, imagine like old blood coated copper pennies that are ground up and then fed to you. Ugh. I don't know if the ADHD thing and the fact that I'm on Vyvanse means I like would naturally have like a higher tolerance to cocaine, so I need to do a little bit more or something. I don't know, but were you drinking it all? I had like a few mixed drinks, so maybe, but feels like a waste of an experience. I don't know. Gotta boof it. True. Ugh. Okay, you're watching this while I speedrun my DMs. Go like.
Bad Empanada is a known doxer and harasser. If you go on his Twitter account at any time, you could see him doxing people. He's probably the most famous for being the one who claimed he called CPS on Ethan and Gila. He's constantly encouraged and defended people doing it. He literally opened up a CPS merch line because he thinks it's so funny.
Got a hat. I did CPS, the CPS logo with the 2 skulls, of course, 2 skulls. Not a reference to anything in particular.
He knowingly defames people. In my last video, I pointed out that Bad Empanada constantly claims that Lonerbox's dad was part of a militia group that killed a bunch of civilians. No evidence for it. His response is to give the most forced laugh I've ever heard. And then he just doubles down on everything he made up.
He complains that I called Lonerbox, that I said that Lonerbox's dad participated in the Sabra and Shatila massacre, which he absolutely did, by the way. Lonerbox has never disproven this until he disproves that it's true.
So I guess I shouldn't be surprised that when my docs gets found, Bad Empanada immediately posted everywhere. Uploads a video blasting my name, my bride's name, the address of her wedding, all over the internet. It's also come out that he's swatting people, filing fake police reports, all while plugging his Patreon. So I figured if he's making money off of my docs, I should too. So thank you, Exter, for helping me cope. Do you have a big fat bulky wallet that's worn and beat down like this? Is your friend or family member living with the same burdens in life? Well, not anymore, because Exker is making the smartest wallets in the game. I've been using Exker for about a month now, and this thing is slick. You got this high quality leather, a place to put a picture or some cash, and at the click of a button, you got access to all your cards. It never gets old. I haven't lost my wallet the entire time because I've been using the Esker Finder card. It's literally shaped like a credit card. It fits seamlessly into my wallet, and like all great wallets, it comes in a variety of different colors and designs. So no matter who you are, you can find the one that suits you. Extra also sent me this travel pack vacuum kit. This little thing's the vacuum. I have this big pile of clothes. I squeezed all of these clothes in. It barely zips up. The vacuum attaches here, and boom, it's like 25% of the size. It will fit much better in your suitcase or backpack. From wallets and key cases to backpacks and card trackers, Extra does it all in a stylish and convenient way. So make sure you use code WillyMaxShow at partner.extra.com/WillyMaxShow 2025 to get up to 42% off your order.
42%.
Thank you, Extra, for sponsoring this video. So where were we? Oh yeah, Bad Empanada fabricating entire background stories about me and my wife.
A certain slop tuber who does nothing but make videos in which he attacks pro-Palestinian people and de facto, as a result of that, helps to further Israel's genocide in Gaza, has been outed as having been honeypotted by Israel. Israel is literally assigning slop tubers government-assigned Israeli wives.
Man, Mossad's really good at their job, because me and my girl started dating 8 years ago when I was still a nobody on YouTube.
So the slop tuber in question is Willie Mack Show. He's son.
Notice how Willie Mack didn't actually deny the accusation that he got honeypotted. Israel could be planting future seeds. Maybe the only reason Willie Mack made it as a
points, it's just character assassinations for why I should be doxxed. Bad Empanada then doxes another YouTuber with the justification that he's a Nazi and that it's for journalistic interest. And then he says that's why it's important to dox me and my wife because she's Israeli.
You're actually allowed to reveal personal information about people, especially their real names, if it's within journalistic interest. You know, if there is journalistic reason for doing so. And exposing a clear conflict of interest in this guy's content and his personal life is journalistic interest. It's why, for example, I can tell you that the YouTuber Zoomer Historian, a neo-Nazi history YouTuber, is this guy. I can tell you this because it is within journalistic interest to do so, even though he did not release his information himself publicly. Just like how I can tell you that Willie Mack Show is William McConville, and he is getting married to a Yale. Now, I am not going to give you the full name of the person he's getting
He does. He scrolls down and up and does it.
married to.
He literally just scrolled down and showed her full name. I reported the video and he added this little blur, but it still doesn't cover her name.
She is Israeli, and she was assigned to him by the Israeli government. They've taken down this page, but as you can see, it is freely available on Google. They, for some reason, as the guy who is a public figure, decided to just publicly announce in public his wedding.
How is this allowed on YouTube? He does this thing where he constantly tries to justify his reason for doxing me. He's like Ethan doxed Denims when he sued them.
This guy has no right to complain about revealing his real name to be doxing. Because Willie Mack Show went on the H3 podcast, which is a podcast that frequently doxes people. In Ethan's
And it's funny because you can see, like the usual suspects. My last DMs with Willie Mack were on July 24th. I just messaged him to tell him that, to make sure that he knew that his wife and wedding were being doxxed. That's the last time I've talked to him, and I don't really talk to him. And then before that, like March 10th was the last time I spoke with him. Which I think had to do with the whatever interview video we did. But I only bring that up because I see I've been out of town. I've been unplugged for the past 2 days, so I don't know what's been going on. So I just am following up on like DMs that people are sending me. But apparently, Jessica was trying to say, dude, I'm just realizing Willie Mack is almost certainly in Destiny's DMs. Where's the proof, Destiny? You have the proof, right? Destiny, you're not just like a I don't talk to Willie Mack about any of his videos or any of the shit that he does. I don't know why or where this idea comes from, other than all of these people have the same stance that because they're trying to control everything behind the scenes, I must be trying to control everything behind the scenes. But I'm very open. Okay, I'm like Donald Trump right now. Okay, I'm very open about everything I do right now. You can see everything I do. People are not happy with it. Well, here it is.
And she thinks it's the Israeli Girl Scouts, so he's just posting little girls on Twitter. My wife didn't serve in the IDF. She came over here at 3 years old. On top of it, he doesn't even know her politics on that situation. He's just being racist. But the worst thing he did was post the date and address of her wedding the week before it took place. He does it multiple times throughout the video, showing an archived page of our site, because we did take it down to try and hide it. But nope, there it is. The time, the date, the address. At the Israeli embassy gets shot and killed. She's worried.
Okay. The only reason I say this, I feel like it's a bit more spooky. It's not like the guy went and shot up the embassy. Pretty sure he was just killing people coming out of the museum, which is really weird. I don't know why I'm laughing. That's not funny. That's kind of fucked. But
so I'm being told by the police that I should go online and see if there's any direct threats. And I see a video made by a guy who hates me, showing all of my information and giving a hypothetical where I'm a valid target because Destiny's a hypocrite.
Stevie said anything involving this bad Empanada guy or anyone that supports him is justifiable ammo. Anything is justified against bad Empanada and anyone that supports him. Let's apply those standards. Why are we saying this about bad Empanada? Well, it appears to be because bad Empanada doxed Willie Mack's wife. So, would Destiny be saying that those who dox people, those who make calls to violence...
Just so you know, right, if you're not autistic, you can tell, like, all of this is, like, fun and games to them, right? I'm only saying this because it's annoying because when they go outside of the community, whenever they use words like gisticle and all them, we're like, doxing is horrible, blah, blah, blah. But, like, when they're talking about it, it's, like, giggly and funny and, like, laughing and, like, oh, so you're saying it's okay, haha, right? Because it's all, like, because they all already do this shit and they know it, right? And they're just relying on random audiences on the peripheral to not be aware of it. But again, there's a reason why there's so much exchange between the people on Kiwi farms, between all these unhinged Discord servers, between all of these different communities, between all the people that are doxing, and why all of it until recently was all happening on just one side. They know it. They're all aware of it.
Violence or allusions to violence.
And the only defense that they can have is this pushback. Like, show me in my community, where is the docs posted exactly? Show me in my Discord server. Where is it? I don't have any connections set. Where? And it's like, okay, all right, chief.
Should be fair game, and all of their supporters, all the personalities that back them up, all the chatters that back him up.
This is essentially a Destiny snark community. This guy's narrative for the past 6 months is that I'm covering for Destiny despite me making 2 of the most in-depth videos criticizing him. Their evidence behind this is I said Destiny is better at covering the news than Hassan and Vosh, which is somebody who has made videos on all 3 of these people. I think that's objectively true, but I digress. But most importantly, it's that when these 2 do something stupid, I make fun of them back. The truth is, Bad Empanada did not originate my docs.
Okay. Apparently this was in response to that video too. Oh, this is from Spicy Chat. It's hard to keep the chat harassment. Brother, ... Destiny snark is based. Snark is based. Yeah, guys, we should all just pretend all these disgusting rats are perfect. No, we laugh at their insane behavior. Like, that's the only 2 options. You either have to say we're all perfect, or you have to stalk and dox and obsess over every single possible thing relating to, I guess, every bit of everybody's personal lives on my end of things. He will get away with this too, although I hope not. Ethan fans are unhinged. Jesus Christ. Fuck Willie. I'm still confused. I love the history rewriting. I'm still confused as to why Willie gets any respect whatsoever. What's he done? Some shit videos on Hassan? And before that, I never liked him anyway. I'm not sure if I want to wait and respond to this Willie video. He just lies and says, Queeman, you guys already do everything anyway, no matter what. Like what more? like, there's nothing you can really threaten. Like, your communities are already, like, maximum unhinged.
Is justifiable.
Unless you guys want to put together, like, real-life death squads and start showing up at homes.
It's Destiny and the people who support him. No? Is that not the standard? That's what he's laying out for me here. Now, I have principles. I don't think it's no bad tactics, only bad targets. That's not me.
As he's literally showing my docs.
But Destiny is very clearly laying out that those are the standards that he believes in. Those are the standards he wishes.
Just to be clear, these are not the standards I believe in. I think all this shit is insanely fucking unhinged, but I've been tired of dealing with it for 6 months with no retribution. So now we do the retribution. And if you don't like it, and if this is making you really unhinged and you really uncomfortable, and now you have people like Ryle, Kittenhouse, or whatever, deleting all their accounts because they don't like the fact that now we know he's a 3-time convicted felon or whatever, well, then stop doing it. And as soon as your side brings it down, well, then maybe I'll chill. It's like super easy. I think all this shit is super ultra fucking unhinged, but I mean, like, if this is like, it cannot be the fact that you could say, well, it's not posted to my server directly, but there's every single person has accounts on like all the different sites, and all of you guys are friends with each other, and all of it gets posted, and all the information just happens to wind up in some kind of form across all the different platforms. As long as that happens, well then fine, fuck it. If you want to play stupid, that's fine. I'm not gonna play stupid. I'll just be upfront about it. And if you want to get mad about that, then fine. But hey, as soon as you stop,
is to be enforced. Is if you're a doxer, if you call for violence.
Also, what does the Destiny standard have to do with Willie Mack show? It is no, but I'm glad that he catches it, right? This is like there are ways that people talk about things where you can tell how they really feel about things. And you know, when somebody logs in and they're like, guys, like I feel like things are just really weird right now. Like I feel like people are doxing me. Like I don't know, I'm gonna take a little break and figure out what's going on. Like that's one thing. But when somebody's like, guys, they think that guys, they're doxing everybody, and well, if you're gonna be doxing, then well, maybe we're gonna dox. Like, come on, bro.
He's got a shit-eating grin on his face. He knows what he's doing. This thing gets retweeted by his friend J-Stock, who pushed the exact same narratives about me. I'm obviously very unhappy about this. It's affecting my real life. But instead of anyone actually acknowledging this, they do what Bad Empanada did and try to hypocrisy hunt to justify their actions. They're like, why aren't you mad at Destiny? He quote tweeted your docs too.
Why aren't you mad at Destiny himself?
Destiny is defending my already viral docs that's already in the hands of all of the people who...
Do you see how that works? This is one of the reasons why it's so hard to talk about it, and I can't just openly be like, oh, docs, I'm not gonna let that slow me down. And outing these fucking weirdos.
Destiny himself.
Destiny is defending my already viral docs that's already in the hands of all of the people who hate me. We're acting like context and scale don't matter. It was actually kind of nice to see someone with a big audience who I've criticized in the past stand up for me and say this is wrong. But look at this comment. Willie refuses to acknowledge the obvious, that Destiny is the biggest proponent in spreading his docs. No, it was actually Bad Empanada who did that. Do you know how time works, proponent?
I wonder who this account is even. Wait, hold on. I haven't checked this. It might be nothing. I'm just curious. Chemo. Oh, fuck. I think they deleted their... Oh, they deleted all their comments. I wonder why. I say on some websites, on Reddit, you know that when you scroll down, it's actually deloading a lot of what was earlier in this page, right? Like if I try to go back up, it has to reload the thing. So if I were to control F right now and search for a name or search for something, it wouldn't show up because it's actually unloading these. See, when you go back up, it's unloading the things and it has to reload them when you scroll. Oh, it's fucking annoying. Okay, sorry.
Being spread around as long as the person who's spreading it is condemning it. At this point, my docs is already spread. The toothpaste is out of the bottle. What bothered me most in this moment was the narrative that I deserve it, or that it's part of some greater destiny justice. If Queeman pulled up my docs and only said Bad Empanada sucks for this, I wouldn't care. It's the dog whistle call to action that's the problem. It's so obvious.
Really? That's what's driving all of this? It's not nothing else? That even from their perspective, they would agree with that summary of things?
Queeman and J-Stock were saying, and basically what they were saying was it's kind of hypocritical for Destiny to get upset at, you know, Willie Mack for getting doxxed when he has a history of doxing people and is currently right now calling for their doxes, right?
So
just as a heads up, all of this is, and again, you have no power over me because I don't give a fuck about any of these people and I don't give a fuck about openly saying what I do. Yeah, I do support all of this stuff, and I will continue to support it as long as your community does. Like, eat shit. This is not going to be a boogeyman thing where it's like, wait, did somebody hear that he support? Yeah, I do, and I don't give a fuck. I don't care if that makes you mad. I don't care if you get ass pain. I don't care if you want to run to other fucking loser commentary people and talk about it. The reality is that if you guys are all going to do this on your side for months and months and months.
How is that possible? And Destiny's like...
Oh, not Destiny viewers. That was a member of Justice's Discord server, actually.
I don't believe them, but even if that happened, it's still not that community's fault.
A couple months ago, because I'm a fan of Destiny in the JSUG server, someone in his community sent a letter to my home. I've moved since then. Thanks for telling us, by the way. To my house saying, I defend Destiny because I want to rape my wife and my patients. I'm going to put an X to doubt on that one. And even if it did happen, right? Who's responsible for that?
What about the guy?
It was a person in Justicle's Discord server. This wasn't even from my audience. That's where this came from. That's who that guy was. He was a person in Justicle's Discord server. And then Justicle banned him from his Discord server.
Dog whistling that I'm a valid target and getting a dono saying they understand his orders.
Anything is justifiable against Destiny and the people who support him.
I don't think creators are responsible for every one of their unhinged viewers, but it is not normal for a community this small to have so much doxing coming out of it. I've made videos on communists, Nazis, misogynists, feminists, scammers, and traffickers. People with millions of followers, yet this tiny little community is where all this doxing takes place and it's just out of their hands. Dude, they're obviously feeding into it, but Augie knows nothing. He can't even recite me goofing on them accurately. J-Stalk has criticized Destiny for creating
because the problem is that those guys like Augie and them, they get all of their info directly from Juice-Stalker and everybody else, right? And of course they're just telling them, hey, that we don't know anything about this, nothing's happening here. Like, look at my server. Look, we ban all of that, we disavow all of that. Ha 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 ha. Just to be clear, the guy that got doxed was banned by Justicle. People might think Justicle banned the doxer. Yeah, the guy that got the letter to his house was banned by Justicle from the server. Yeah.
A metaphorical rape machine, partially because he had sex with BPD girls. Then when these girls call him out for being abusive, everyone thinks they're just crazy. J-Stalk then had sex with the same BPD girl.
Everything Destiny's saying here is true.
And committed her for 72 hours. And then when she came out, welcomed her with open arms. Fuck. The funny thing is, oh no, who sent me these screenshots? I don't know if I don't have them on hand. The funny thing is, okay, sorry, hold on. I'm just responding to this because it gets asked every time. Destiny, disregard if I'm retarded, but why even give these degens the time of day? These people are nobodies, to be honest. These people are nobodies, but the problem is everything they say gets amplified all the way up to Hassan Piker. And the issue is that once Hassan is starting to repeat stuff, if Hassan says something crazy to me and I go, hold on, I know that what Hassan just said sounds crazy, but you have to understand. What's actually happening is that information is first getting posted to another place like Kiwi Farms, and then users are taking bits and pieces of that information, they're disseminating it across a ton of different Discord servers where all of these people visit the other servers, and then all of them eventually make commentary videos about it online where they pretend not to have any direct connection to Kiwi Farms, but the information that gets posted there originally is always ending up in these videos, and then it's being used to subtly craft a narrative that's pushing all of these people against me in a certain direction, and is also being used to harass these people around me in real life as much as possible. And that's why, when Hassan amplifies it, it's bad. That, I sound crazy. I sound like an actual schizo when I say that, right? So that's why I kind of have to, I don't want to be involved in like this type of shit, just to be clear, right? There's a reason why through like all of 2024, I don't talk about any of this shit, or I try to ignore them, or it's whatever. Personally, because I think it's kind of boring. I'd rather be reading about more boring shit. I'd rather be doing more deep dives into how does a fear and cleavage site organically wind up at some place and is a 12 nucleotide insertion out of frame. Suicidality.
Filters.
Oh, she wasn't on yesterday. Good job. Let's see. Was she on the day before? Nope. Good job. Oh, there she is here. I wonder what they're doing here. I think it's insane if you have a girl who's literally, you called 911 to get her locked up because she was suicidal, and then you're throwing her right back into the most unhinged and insane online communities that you can, into drama to fight. That's crazy to me. I hope that if Cherry kills herself, I hope that like Justico receives the appropriate amount of social shame for that, because holy fuck, that's wild. Oh, there she is 4 days ago. Is that her 5 and 6 days ago? I can't see over the multiple people in. That's just unhinged, bro. Somehow I'll get blamed for that though. Based.
And what does Sunday say? Part of the machine is Destiny targeting mentally ill women.
And the victims
are also selected, either for mental illness, allowing them to be easily construed as hysterical or deceptive when they complain about their treatment.
So when it leaks that J-Stalk is having a secret relationship with the same BPD girl and she crashes out on him multiple times, it's funny. I'm giving him shit. I'm allowed to talk shit back to these people. I talked to Augie about this same exact thing a month ago and told him if he wanted to find it, he could just watch the ending to my second Destiny video. But he didn't watch it. He'd rather make stuff up. Bro, you're sitting at a computer right now. Feel free to use it. Augie ends this hour-long segment on me, summarizing that the only reason I'd be mad is because I'm stupid or because Destiny controls me.
Oh, they do still have this. Apparently this was yesterday. I don't even mind a lot of the people who post in the E-Rape channel. It's just best to keep them quarantined, to not turn this gen chat into a slog. If you don't, you have to do, you have to carry his narrative 100% or they will ban you from the Discord. This is why everybody in the Discord eventually grows to think I'm like some mentally ill BPD girl rapist or whatever, because you have to have that, I guess, understanding of me.
Me summarizing that the only reason I'd be mad is because I'm stupid or because Destiny controls me, feeding into the narrative that got me doxxed in the first place.
Remember, I control Willie Mack, I control Ethan Klein, I control Dan Saltman, I control every hater that Hassan has ever had, I control. Just every single person online. But I understand now why. I understand. It's the projection thing. I keep saying that, and I keep never giving the projection thing enough credit. Oh, Hutch, yeah. And it's because it is literally what they do. They're running around in DMs telling each other, like, hey, you have to do this. Hey, we got to talk about this. Hey, we need to do this. It's the fucking, it's like the Trump propaganda thing, but like unironically, for real. Actually, wait. Am I friends with Queeman? No, I'm not. Profile. 10 mutual friends. Oh, because you can check who's friends with who here. I wonder who he's controlling here. Okay.
Hard to like logically understand why he's posting this shit. I mean, the two options is literally just he's like brain dead retarded right now, or he's controlled opposition.
Yes, true. Good job, Willie. Sorry, guys. I've been streaming off hours sometimes because it's just so much script writing I have to do for so many different people to get all of them on my side. But the thing that sucks is that they actually do this because they have nothing else going on in their lives. These people have nothing besides like the online gossipy drama shit.
Elliot, that's all you could think of? Well, let me give you a third option. Our wedding is having to prepare for fake bomb threats, and my bride is worried about us and our family getting shot. Augie never once brings this up as a possibility for why I'm frustrated. It doesn't cross his mind. Seriously, if that's the extent of your analysis, you need to quit. In my last conversation with Augie, he told me a story about how he quit drama for a year because a guy named Salvo was doxing and harassing him and his family. So where is that same sympathy when it's happening to me and my wife? He shares the same empathy meter with Ian.
You know, my empathy meter's only maybe like a quarter of the way filled up.
Most reassuring news I got was when my wedding planner told me that she talked to the venue and they told her that the riffraff doesn't bother them because they've done celebrity weddings and that they're in a Jewish neighborhood, so they're used to getting calls like this. In one sense, very reassuring because it means our venue wasn't spooked, and in another sense, very depressing because it means people are just calling and harassing this place because they're in a Jewish neighborhood. I don't know what should happen when it comes to Destiny or a snark community doxing each other and others, but what I do know is bad Empanada needs to be banned. He nonstop slanders people, doxes people, and harasses them. He recently swatted Kraut by falsely reporting him to the Austrian police for hacking his alt Twitter accounts. I don't think they were ever—
And this is my issue, okay? If you want to get into like the doxing, swatting wars or whatever, like personally I do think it's bad. If for no other reason, because I think it's kind of cringe when you're wasting the time of like social services or emergency services. I think it's cringe. But like if you want to, then fine. But don't just. I hate cry bullying more than anything else. Okay, I hate cry bullying more than anything else. This is why, as much as I think he's like a crazy, weird, degenerate piece of shit, I do have a level of respect for Bad Empanada, because generally, Bad Empanada acknowledges that he's an unhinged fucking lunatic. All right, he does dox everybody, and he does say he doxes it. He posts shit, he lies about people who's crazy. But I think, like, you know, Bad Empanada's crazy when you look at him. He's like, generally speaking, unless I miss it, maybe he does try to make excuses for behavior somewhere else. Well, like, Bad Empanada's open about it. But if you're gonna throw your lot in with somebody like Bad Empanada, then you have to fully do it. You can't. It's not 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Okay. Your on-screen shot is dead. Good. So are you. Wait, where is it? Okay. I'm sorry, that didn't make any sense.
Swatted Kraut by falsely reporting him to the Austrian police for hacking his alt Twitter accounts. I don't think they were ever hacked at all.
Basically, he accuses me of hacking. Bad Empanada accuses me of hacking. Specifically, he accuses me of hacking 15 of his banned Twitter accounts.
His evidence of Kraut hacking him comes from a tweet where Kraut says he's archiving his accounts. That's literally it.
This here is the central claim. He claims, I got illegal access to 15 of his 22 temporarily banned X accounts.
Am I retarded? How do these people actually think you're putting massive amounts of energy to control the narrative? If you were trying to control it that hard, wouldn't there not be all this controversy? Well, maybe they think I suck at it. I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know where people think all the time comes from for this. Or like, there would be evidence of this somewhere. I'm like, I don't do like the Discord room shit at all. The only reason I know what I do is because I have my loyal spies, my birdies, that just send me screenshots and shit from Discord servers. I don't have the time, nor the inclination to do any of this. I just don't give a fuck that much about this. Well, but now unfortunately I have to because it's so fucking weird, but...
Well, what did I tweet? I tweet, yeah, we managed to get archive files containing everything Bad Empanada tweeted with 15 of his 22 suspended accounts. Well, how did we get this? We went to Wayback Machine and typed in his accounts.
So fucking obviously is not you hacking him. He's saying that tweet is evidence that he was hacked.
Yes.
Destiny Manifesto? Are you asking about my manifesto? When I'm writing my manifestos, I'm usually pretty open about it, right? And then the only manifesto I ever did in secret was the Keffels one over like 2 weeks.
Bad Empanada actually just uploaded...
But I also had to recruit like 10 people to help me with that one.
...video on why he thinks his police report was justified. And in it, he just reads his complaint.
So this is probably the most serious thing that he did, in that he publicly implied that he had hacked my social media accounts and obtained private information about me that is otherwise inaccessible from doing so, and that he was going to go through it and share it.
Hey, no neck, he's talking about the public tweets you posted. Oh yeah, this tweet where Crouch says he's going to screenshot the unhinged stuff I say, yeah, that's evidence he's going to hack me. Please believe me, audience. Like, how stupid are his viewers?
An archive file containing everything Bad Empanada tweeted with 15 of his 22 suspended accounts. Now, you can't really get an archive file of someone else's Twitter. The only way you can get the Twitter archive file is by having access to the account. So that's very suspicious, isn't it?
Or you could just go to your public Twitter page and screenshot all your tweets. He's so desperate to sound like a victim here when he's the one who falsely swatted Crouch.
Oh, actually, Bad Empanada in a strict sense is correct here, but he's talking about this in a way that no one else was. Bad Empanada is talking about, for all online services, you can request digital backup of all of your data that they have. I think it's a new, ever since the GDPR stuff. But I don't think that's obviously not what Kraut was talking about. That's what Bad Empanada is like pivoting to try to make it sound like Kraut had access to all of his accounts. Yeah.
Didn't want me to think that he engaged in potentially criminal activity. Why did he make public posts implying that he was engaging in that activity? Public posts that clearly the Vienna police who investigated the case thought were suspicious enough to warrant an investigation and an interview.
What Bad Empanada is not telling you is that the police dismissed his complaint as having zero merit. He's essentially reading his own complaint and then acting like that somehow makes it more legit. It doesn't. This is only a small portion of how stupid this police report is. In short, the police closed the investigation because it was a massive waste of time. But this still allowed Bad Empanada to get all of Kraut's personal information. When the police closed the investigation, Bad Empanada wrote an email threatening Kraut to stay silent on it.
Hi, Joseph. I did not swat you. You gave me legitimate reason to believe that you were hacking my accounts in an attempt to divulge my private information and posted very public threats against me. I'm relieved to hear that you apparently denied that you were really engaging in this behavior. I will not apologize for taking basic measures to protect myself, like filing a police report. When you publicly made such statements, I would prefer to not have to talk about this publicly, as you will note that I have refrained from doing up until this point, because I legitimately never did any of the things you claimed I did to you and have no wish to embarrass or divulge any personal info by releasing any of the files I received from the public prosecutor's office on this case.
Or in other words, stay silent or I'm going to post all of your personal information I got from the police. Kraut has vented a bit about this, so Bad Empanada has already started lying about the facts. Kraut is currently currently going around claiming that I swatted him. In reality, I reported him to the Vienna police because he was openly posting on Twitter about he was stalking / doxing me for months. The prosecutor thought the evidence I provided was suspicious enough to warrant an investigation, especially one about him illegally accessing my data. Kraut told me that the Austrian police are obligated to investigate every report, and the investigation came back saying Bad Empanada had little more than circumstantial evidence, that his accusations of violent threats can both in objective and subjective manner not be proven due to there not being any violent threats, that the accusation of libel or slander is not detectable. This video is so embarrassing by him. He is non-stop lying. And from what I've seen, Bad Empanada has no evidence. He's just wasting everybody's time to get a dox. Seriously, how is this guy not banned from everything? There is some good news though. Bad Empanada is apparently on the run. I thought it was just a meme when he posted, "Today's stream is delayed as I am fleeing to a different country." But it turns out this might be real as Ethan is monologuing his next move to track him down. Bad Empanada is on the run. He knows we're closing in. We suspected he had fled back to Australia, but upon further research and verification, he's actually fled to Uruguay. This information is probably shocking for him to hear as he went to great lengths to obscure his escape from Argentina to Uruguay. Bad Empanada, if you ever decide to return to Australia, will be immediately notified and a torrent of lawsuits will follow. You are easy to get in Australia, which is why you're doing everything to avoid returning. Why am I telling you this? So he looks over his shoulder every day. We are coming and we will win. You can run from us, but we will catch you and we will ruin you. Have a nice day.
Bad Empanada chimed in. Does it feel good to be hated literally everywhere you go? I mean, first of all, Bad Empanada, you're outcast from society. Like, we live in Los Angeles, California. You are on the run.
I mean, you know you're a piece of shit when even Hassan pulls up Bad Empanada's video of him doxing me and even he's surprised about what's happening.
Just like how I can tell you that Willie Mack show is William McConville, and he is getting married to Yale. Now, I am not going to give you the full name of the person he's getting married to, but I can tell you she is Israeli, and she was assigned to him by...
Bestest Kib, to be honest. This is Drama Slob Empanada content? Yeah. I don't really fucking give a shit about this.
Really? Because it seemed like you really liked platforming a lot of his Drama Slop before.
Appreciate that he stopped watching immediately, but why are we acting like it's just slop? I'd argue it's a bit more ill-intended than slop content. Hassan is a guy who thinks the subreddit LSF posting his stream clips quantifies as stalking and harassment.
If I was a smart person, I wouldn't be getting ritualistically humiliated by socially maladjusted freaks that are agoraphobic on a daily basis in a mass harassment campaign online. But I do that for a living.
But Bad Empanada posting my personal info, it's just drama slop. Then he watches them again a few days later.
Bad Empanada is a good example of this, where I think he's like a crazy person. He is chaotic good, if that makes sense.
No, it doesn't. Please.
What the fuck? Did he really say that? Chaotic good? Have I heard that before? Chaotic good. Bad Empanada? Okay.
What is this guy doing?
Explain.
Like, think about how little little time I spend like shitting on Bad Empanada or whatever. Because like, I think he's coming from, like, we have different methods, we have different tactics, we have different techniques.
His tactics are doxing, false police reports, false CPS reports, slandering people constantly.
But overall, we're working on the same side.
Hassan is literally saying he supports what Bad Empanada is doing. Like, Hassan clearly knows at this point who Bad Empanada really is. He literally had a one-on-one conversation with him where Bad Empanada said these people deserve to be harassed, meaning anyone who mildly disagrees with them.
Be mean to them. If they feel bad, if they feel harassed, honestly, great. I don't give a
Based.
Each and every one of them. We need to be mean to these guys. We need to be assholes. They deserve it.
He knows the guy he's supporting is doing this and purposely promotes him anyway. A week passes and they're pogging out about my docs and peddling lies about my wife to discredit valid criticism about them.
It's so crazy. This is such an unhinged back and forth between these guys. Bro, the Gaza-Palestine, or the Israel-Gaza shit is just mind-rotted so many people. It's actually so crazy.
They're just trying to assassinate my character.
You're just doing investigative journalism. They're saying Bad Empanada unearthed that. Is that true? I think Bad Empanada or somebody unearthed like the Willie Mack shows getting married to like an IDF lady or something. Which makes sense. He was the guy who did the big expose on like you with the Al-Ali bombing, hospital bombing, right?
Yeah. He's a brilliant political.
probably one of the best minds
He
in
just cares
politics
about
right
the
now.
truth. So yeah, compromise.
Like, man, I just keep forgetting. You could justify anything as long as you're more pro-Palestine than the other guy. I want to end this video with a story. When I was at my most overwhelmed figuring out all the new logistics for the wedding, Ethan Klein actually hit me up and offered to organize security for it so everyone could have peace of mind and enjoy the day. He had no reason to do that. I don't know Ethan. I've made videos on him in the past, but he reached out anyway and lent a hand when he had no reason to. What got me was a text he sent me saying, "I got you, bro. Don't worry."
Wait, if these guys are talking, why wasn't Ethan the one masterminding Willie's video? Why didn't Ethan get accused of that? What the fuck?
Wedding will be perfect. It was, so thank you. Subscribe to the channel and buy a wallet. Shout out to the homies over on Patreon: Crimson Glass, Riveter, Christina Vina, Drainco Bex, Necro Valley, The Confusing Opinion, Eddie Bizzle, Tis McFitz, Christopher H, Sentinel Music, Lucas If, ET Automatic, Snoopy Poop Doop 2, Amura Melbay, Rony Boo, Drew is Sharon, Clown Factory, Monkey D Luffy, Shura, Tiffany 2 Trill, and the mega homies: IGP, Your Taxi, Cyber Katie, Lore Reloaded, Papa Gut, Caden Lulin, BA Subway, Hawk and Load, Kitty Cat, Terox, John Manfredo, Lucas, and Katie Huck.
As Texas Governor Greg Abbott...
What is the date on this? E-Rape Defense Squad. Jesus. If you want to argue, people would have stopped caring maybe, but people always bring up whatever embarrassing thing someone has online every single time they run afoul of them. DGG especially, and adjacent political communities. The funny thing is that Justical had to clamp down so hard. Kelly would only spend time in Justical server because creepers like Wicked Supreme would constantly bring up her rape story with her ex or whatever, Henry G. This is literally just a few minutes ago. Oh, that's why Kelly left, is because Justical took mod from her, I think. And so she won't be there unless she can time out people who are talking about her stuff. But my guess is 90% of DGG wouldn't even know about it. The whole leak was a banned topic on Reddit at least. It was never discussed on stream either. Most people are not terminally online. What? Wait, oh, I can't tell if this guy's defending me or attacking me. Like, yeah, I don't want people posting links to all of our fucking revenge porn shit, but okay. Question mark. Destiny cut contact with Pixie and told her to sue. It was always coming out. That's not even true. Pixie's the one that removed me from Discord, number one, and I never told her to sue. I just said that I wouldn't infringe on her right to do anything else, or I am not going to tell her that she can or can't do, because I tried so hard not to be controlling or masterminding literally anything. All of those DMs are fucking public, so I don't know why you would lie about this, especially when you spent the last like 8 months debating about my about everything related to my life, but. Anyway. Reminder that Augie and Straightroid went on Justical stream to shit on H3. It's all connected. Wait, how long ago? Oh, a month ago? Oh, yikes.
I think that's trivially obvious.
Pretty gross. Pretty gross and pretty weird. The funny thing, too, is that...
In the out of context...
I think the only reason they're doing this is because... I'm not trying not to main character too much, but it's because they don't like me. And because Dan is connected to me and connected to Ethan, they view Ethan as being like on my side. So now they're stuck defending the most cucked people. Like, imagine if you told Jessica like a year ago, bro, I know this is hard, but you're going to have to defend Frogan, Casey Tron, and Denims. Like, this guy who used to be a Fuentes fan, Jessica would kill himself. Holy shit.
This thing is a big thing that, like, I understand.
It's insane how you can so clearly say that you aren't going to hinder people and their choices, and yet people still use that to attack you. Yeah, seriously, what the fuck? Those messages all got posted publicly, right? What did I say? Oh, yeah. Because when she started messaging me, she was like, I don't think you'll ever be brought to justice. And I was like, you have every legal option available to you. You can always pursue stuff, and there are special civil and criminal protections that even shield your name from being released. You can always do Free consultations with litigation firms to check the stuff like that. For obvious reasons, you should take things I'm saying with a grain of salt and pursue and check out all of those things on your own. Like, I don't think I could have said that message any better. Jesus. Also, this is after she's like sending me an extortion message to try to blackmail me. What the fuck? This message, now with more dude, I can't wait to do my final write-up on this whole fucking ordeal. This message is so unhinged. I'm just tired of living anymore. It's a matter of time until my family discovers what happened, and I feel like there is no way to obtain justice. I don't want to bring a case against you, but I think you'll continue to send nudes of people, even without their consent. Bringing a case against you would mean going public, which is the equivalent of a death sentence for me, either way. So I feel like the best thing to do is for me to kill myself and schedule a post just detailing my feelings on what happened to try to ensure that a situation like this doesn't happen again. I'm not going to kill myself at this second. She's giving me time to offer her a ton of money when she says that. That's why she deleted messages later on about this. I'm trying to get some things in order before I end everything, but I don't see a future where I survive for much longer. It's better to end things sooner rather than later and stop. It's such an unhinged... God, this whole fucking scenario is so fucking unhinged. And then I like how she lies in her Substack and say he was trying to downplay my feelings at this point in time. Like it was a bad thing to do. Like, yes, I am trying to downplay your feelings because your feelings that you are telling me you want to kill yourself. No shit. I'm trying to fucking minimize and downplay things. No shit. I think one of my messages that leaked with Aaron even explicitly said that, where I'm like, I don't want to downplay her feelings, but I also don't want her to commit suicide. Whatever. Good memes. Okay. Are we done with our daily drama memes? You're just mad you got hit with the DuPont approach and weren't ready for it. True. True. What is this? This guy crashes out.
Guys, my game is gone. I'm leaving the Discord. I'm done. I'll catch you guys.
What happened? Wait, is he crying or is he just tired?
Fuck! Fuck! 40 fucking hours, man! My fucking God, when does it end? Every fucking map! Every single map! Bro, oh my God, oh my God. God, bro. Oh my God, bro.
What?
Oh my God.
Does it take 40 hours to speedrun
Oh fucking God, bro.
the zombie thing, or?
Bro, 40 fucking hours, nigga!
Look at the stream title. Reckoning, round 999, world record, highest round speedrun. I don't know that. Does it take 40 hours to get to... Did he make it to like 998? Or what did he make it to?
Half an hour into my fucking stream!
What happened? Go back and look. What's happening?
Guys, my game is gone. I'm leaving the Discord. I'm done. I'll catch you guys.
Back in the stream. Did it like crash or something, or?
Just stayed up 40 hours.
The game is not there.
didn't know if I could use some of your clips. Temporary DMs on my moderators or admin, and they would be able to totally like help you, like get whatever you need as well too, or like, you know, from me. But in terms of that,
Fuck, I don't want to generalize or say anything mean because I don't know this person. Maybe there's like this. Are these people doing drugs to stay up late? Or
I'm okay with you using like, you know, like whatever footage that you would like. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, if that's what you're asking. Yeah, man. Yeah.
He's been up 40 hours? How long did I stay up for my StarCraft thing? I feel like I was just like tired and ready to die. But maybe different people do act in different ways. I've done 36 hours just caffeine. Oh yeah, fuck. I have no receptor response to caffeine. I don't know why. It's actually so fucking annoying. Because I see people like can drink caffeine and get jittery and stay awake and get focused or whatever. I have nothing. I have zero response. I need to buy caffeine pills and see if I can fucking super dose it or some bullshit.
Let's take a second and like think. Okay.
Yeah, people are saying it's the ADHD. I've read that colloquial. I don't know if it's actually true that people with ADHD just don't respond as much to stimulants or to weaker stimulants. I don't know how true that is or not, but
Put pizza on the plate.
but it seems like OP. You like drink coffee or Red Bull to like stay awake. I don't know.
Okay. Give me a genius idea, Joe.
What's up?
Why are you drinking Red Bull? Because it has a strong flavor and I can like sip on it for like a couple hours basically.
Up here,
And then I don't eat anything. I'm on my anorexia grind.
Oh man.
At ZFreak935 donated $1.99. Okay, thanks. Here's a dono for the yes heart.
Thank you, Z-Freak. Thank you very much, bro. Okay, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Z-Freak, bro. Yes, man. Sounds good.
Okay, wait, it
Sounds
hasn't
good.
crashed yet, right? They're waiting for the thing to load or something?
Alright. Obesity, there's one issue with it, and it's gonna be that I'm gonna have to switch to the other strategy, the first strategy.
I think they made it so they can just push you in the RC car, by the way.
What's up?
When you're in RC. I think they made it so they can normally can just push you, you know, when you're in an RC car.
Wait, your voice just went extremely like robot.
He's trying to reload his save file, I believe.
Yeah, I really hope I'm not lagging. I just loaded it.
You didn't go robot-y for me.
All right. It seems like I'm good, but I got a triple bug run, I think, just now, actually.
A triple bug run?
And the bug run looks like it's playing well, so I think I'm okay. Mister, can you repeat what you said?
For sure. Because you know age, Bobby.
Oh, they're supposed to be. They changed that.
Did you see Weapons? Hutch said it's his favorite movie this year. I haven't yet. I'm still trying to calm down. Is Bartes gonna have a combo with you? I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow because I have a lot of stuff on it. I don't know if I. Okay. I just got back from being out of town. Does tomorrow, like 4 EST, work for you? Question mark. I still don't know what I'm gonna talk to this guy about, but.
Like Liberty Falls, your body blocks
What are going on
them.
today? I have a debate with some guy at 8 over some Trump shit. Oh, I'm still a little bit burned from the Sinners movie. Like, I thought Sinners was a good movie, above average movie, but I feel like Sinners was insanely overhyped. Holy shit. But it was, like, good, but it was super overhyped.
Yeah, energy it is. Energy games it is, yeah.
Boy, that was funny.
I think maybe I'm, like, a little bit, how do I explain this? When you have movies that revolve around violence or fighting being used to solve like in the final act, I feel like it should tie in somehow or some way to the rest of the movie. Like there needs to be like a payoff for some lesson learned or whatever. I'm gonna be honest. In the middle of the movie, I got hardcore baited into thinking this was gonna be some massive. I thought it was gonna be like a Fiddler versus like Satan or whatever to keep his soul or something. Because so much of the movie like revolved around music, seemingly. And then there's that whole middle dream LSD scene where they have like the musicians of history, and then that's just like never brought up again. Like, oh well, fuck you for teasing me with that. But then like the ending was just them like shooting each other and killing each other, and it's like, well, what the fuck was the point? You know, like I feel like it needs to. Something needed to happen with that. Now, obviously, I don't expect everything to be as perfect. I don't think everything has to be quite like this, right? But like, this is an example of like this is about like as perfect as you can get for like an ending fight, right? Because she kills him with like an ultra secret technique that I don't think is it Pao Meng, or is that the name of a fucking Panda Express meal? Whatever. I don't think he taught even Bill that technique, right? I don't think so. And Bill never knew that she learned it. Was it Pao Mei? Like this ending fight sequence makes a lot of sense. Like this is a good thematic payoff. Like it makes all of this make sense. And I'm sure we could probably, there are other movies that do this. But yeah, in Sinners, they were just like shooting each other with guns and like, I think just like hacking each other. I was like, what the fuck was even the point of all of this? I don't know. I just felt like it was cringe. Also, sometimes I put movies on in the back while I'm doing emails and shit. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be like a hot take. I've seen like 2 Saw movies, I think, from front to back, cover to cover, start to finish. And then I like just didn't give a fuck about any of the other ones. So just seemed like gore porn. But then I put this one on in the back. Is this a hot take? This guy? I don't know what his name is, the actor. Oh, Tobin Bell? I feel like this guy's a really good actor. Is he in other movies? Actually, do people like... Hold on. Is this a good movie? I kind of like this movie. Rotten Tomatoes. Saw X. Is it Saw X or Saw 10? Oh, this did get good ratings. Oh, good. I really like this guy as an actor. I thought this movie was actually... a little interesting. I mean, it's still Saw, but yeah, I wish this guy was in more stuff. But I think he's super old. He's like in his 80s or something, isn't he? Jesus Christ, born in 1942. This guy's as old as our fucking president. Tobin Bell is the only reason the Saw franchise made it as far as it did. Is he even involved in like the middle 5 movies? Because I feel like so much of them are so fucking dog shit. Or maybe there were other good ones and I just didn't see it. I thought this was a good movie, and I'm gonna be honest. How many people saw this movie? I had a little soy moment when she removed the bag and they played the Saw 1 music. Major spoilers, by the way, I guess. And they do this is the Saw 1 music, right? I thought it was an okay movie. I thought it was an okay movie, okay? I gave it a thumbs up. I was surprised. Okay, I was doing emails and shit in like 40 minutes in. I'm like, oh, fuck it, I'll watch this. This seems kind of interesting. I was like, you know what? Yeah, okay. All right, we're done, sorry. It's from every movie? Oh, I thought that was just the original Saw music. Maybe they use it in every movie. Like I said, I haven't seen them all. Fuck you.
Oh, basically the only issue with that is if I take it down and I need to like gamble for a self back, mutant injections is like the safer way to do it. So I was thinking of saving 50k. Fuck, man. All right, I might use like, I might just say 50k then. What just happened?
Uh-oh. Oh, and then this is
Oh my
where...
god, what just happened? Dude, I did not just lose my run. I did not just lose my run. I did not.
Now, you guys are all kind of younger, so you guys don't understand, okay? But there was a time when the idea of trying to get like world records, or the idea of grinding stuff on like a hardcore server or on a hardcore account where you have to be connected to a server that could crash or whatever, there was a time when that was considered unacceptable and fucking crazy. But now it's just like, I guess, normal.
not just lose my run. What the fuck just happened? Are you serious right now?
No.
What just happened?
Do you see the Warren Smith guy is sucking Fuentes off now? No. Although we might watch, there's like a Fuentes Hyde combo.
I'm deafening. Hold on, wait. What just happened?
Was this a server thing or a hardware thing? It seems like there was a glitch with the save. I don't know if it was server side or client side or what, but it seems like there was some glitch and now he's going to lose all of his fucking progress.
What just happened? Does anybody understand what just happened against each? With the fucking internet, bro. Bro.
Wait, so if he was on 666 and he was awake for over 40 hours, how long would he have had to stay awake for 999? Like 4 or 5 days? Can't you, am I making this up, or can't you like instantly die after like a week or something of staying awake? Or how many days, or is it might not even be that long. It might be like 3 or 4 days. Like if you stay awake for over 72 hours, can't you like insta die? Or am I making that up? No? Okay, maybe I'm making that up. Oh, the record is 11 days. Okay.
I'm telling you, if I really just stayed up 40 hours to lose this fucking run within a gap that was 10 seconds long.
Did you ever lose a StarCraft game because some asshole called or picked up your phone line? LOL. I don't know if I was playing games back when we were on dial-up. Or not online games. By the time we started playing online games, we used a legendary old technology. The gateway between, the portal between coax and 56K, and it was called DSL. Oh man. Would you say that October 7th revived Nick Fuentes' career? No, I don't know where Fuentes' career is at right now, actually. I don't keep up too much with him. I know that the Candace interview probably helped him quite a bit. I feel like the big thing to look for, although it's not going to be for a while, but maybe Fuentes is gearing up for it, as I've said this, is like 2028 is going to be very interesting because nothing has happened to put somebody as the leader of the Republican Party after Trump. The Republican Party is a cult. It is a cult. And I don't know historically, because I don't know a lot of cults. Apparently I worked on Scientology, but I think generally cults have a hard time picking leaders because like if you're a cult leader, just personality-wise, you don't really want to have a next guy, right? You don't give a fuck. It's your cult. And Trump hasn't been a kingmaker for the next in line yet. So the Republican Party is like going to be looking around pretty desperately for, you know, its new leader after Trump is gone. And that person just hasn't appeared yet, you know? But there's like this outer peripheral, I guess, I don't know if I'd call this like a neo-Nazi resurgence, but like Sam Hyde stuff, I think has had pretty good reception. Fuentes got a big boost recently with Candace Owens, but he's ejected from the Republican Party apparatus, at least while Trump is there, I think. So is Candace Owens as well, right? Since she left the Daily Wire. Yeah, I don't know where all that'll go. Who knows?
I just ordered food. I just ordered energy drink. I just tortured myself with fucking mad G Fuel that I bought as well too. So that way I could go ahead and stay up longer. I just did this shit. I just did this. I just started up the stream.
Is JD Vance any threat? No, I don't think so. Vance to me is like a less charismatic version of DeSantis.
Okay? I just did all of this, bro. So what is this? Disconnected from the server's house.
I'm pretty sure he wants to give the party to one of his children. That's fine, but unless I've missed something, Eric and, is it Don Jr.? Neither of them have even remotely close to the it factor that Donald Trump had. I don't think any of them are threats. Candace is mad at Trump for not siding with her on Macron's wife and helping the Jews instead. I don't understand Candace's grift. I don't understand it at all. I can't say. I don't know. It's hard to understand her, but I don't watch enough of her content, I think. She does a lot of pop culture stuff, and that can be informative too. Like, she threw away a really good spot at the Daily Wire to go and do the kind of like anti-Semitic shit, and I don't think there's very much money online for the anti-Semitic shit, so I don't know where that came from. Tucker Carlson, I kind of understand, right? Because he had to leave Fox News. And how do you go from being the world's biggest talk show host? What do you do next? I guess like the pro-Russia simp shit kind of makes sense. It's like a new audience that you can kind of grift to and everything. But I don't know why Candace threw away her spot on the Daily Wire. Yeah, I don't know. She gets 1 million on every vid and live stream she releases. Candace? Yeah, Candace, I think Candace's main audience, her bread and butter, is talking like, she does a lot of pop culture stuff. I think that's a really big boon to her online career and relevancy. I think that's probably, if I had to guess, I think that's where most of her audience comes from, is her covering like pop culture related stuff. Not every grifter is good at grifting. Candace Owens is pretty good at it. She's been around and very relevant for a while now. She's very popular.
Guys, my game is gone. I'm leaving the Discord. I'm done. Okay.
Wait, so who was he talking to? Were there other people who were trying to do a level 999 thing, or is it just like friends he was talking to, or?
You guys.
She doesn't just straight up believe those things that she says now. It's hard to save with her because she says some stuff that's just so obviously retarded, and I can't believe she's that stupid. Like the whole like we didn't go to the moon because of the Van Allen belt. Like there's no way she's that dumb. So if she's grifting on some things, I don't know how to figure out like what is she grifting on and what isn't she grifting on. It's hard to say. Like, and she lies about her. You can go and read the mini Substack thing I wrote. Like, she clearly lies about her educational background. That's just 100% a grift. And it's so obvious. So, yeah, I don't know. Joe Rogan actually believes that LeMayo. Candace Owens is easily far more intelligent than Joe Rogan, though. So that's not surprising me. Joe Rogan, I think his strengths are that he can talk to a lot of people, and he's like a pretty cool dude. But I think he's like probably super middle of the road, maybe slightly above average when it comes to intelligence. I think Candace Owens is far more intelligent than Joe Rogan. So that's not surprising at all.
40 fucking hours, man! My fucking God, when does it end?
The person who is further in rounds is sleeping. He's trying to make up time. Oh.
Every fucking map! Every single map! Bro, oh my God, oh my God.
I would say all that stuff that she abandoned the Daily Wire for are probably things that she actually believes. That move makes no sense if she's just grifting. That could be the case. I mean, I've had to adjust in the past things when it comes to grifting. I had to do that with Hassan, right? I never assumed that Hassan's ideology was that he believed in it as much as he did. It seems like he does, right? So it could be the case for Candace. Maybe she does believe in a lot of it.
Oh my God, bro. My fucking God. Bro, 40 fucking hours, nigga! Half an hour into my fucking stream.
Is Monica the person that says his computer shut up, or why is he screaming for her? Why is Trump ultra Jew when Jewish Americans don't vote for Trump? Israeli Jews and American Jews are very different people. I know that anti-Semites like to lump them all together, and people like to lump them together for some dumb reason. And the pro-Pally crowd, oh, what's the difference between them and anti-Semites? But old people in America just love Israel. It's just a very historical thing. They just very much love They just all grew up loving Israel. Like I said before, Israel had a really inspiring story. I guess like pre-90s or whatever. So, I mean, it's pretty natural. If you're American, you know, you had the Cold War and everything. Israel's like your one democracy in the Middle East. And yeah.
There is nobody on this fucking earth who has even the slightest idea of what this game has put me through. I seriously had all the hopes that this would not happen again. I thought this was it, chat. I thought the final map was gonna be a movie. I thought it was going to be one last go. Nigga, they still found a way to ruin everything I have done again. Every one of their fucking gay ass, retarded ass maps.
Are we going to keep pretending Ethan isn't in the subreddit or in your tweets? His last two IG stories about Nick are found in your Anna tweet, not the first time either. Who's pretending that? Ethan almost certainly reads my subreddit, and he might see my tweets too. Or does he only see my subreddit? I'm sure he does. Who denies that? Hasn't he literally posted things directly from my subreddit before?
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
League player discovering fixed 50 for the first time. It's real.
Great, bro. There's nothing that I could do. There's nothing that I could fucking do. There's nothing that I could do to simply just get through one of these maps without having to deal with some dumb ass shit. Nigga, you could take a bunch of fucking Mexicans, a fucking bunch of Mexicans that are retarded, and they can make a better fucking game than these dumbass niggas.
Why are we shitting on the Mexican programmers? No. Jesus.
I'm done. Done, bro. I'm done, bro. Done. I'm gonna catch y'all, bro. I'm done, bro. I don't know when I'm gonna stream again, bro. Peace out, guys. I'm done.
Why does our government only truly align on Israel but not anything else?
Are interest rates coming down anytime soon? Interest rates would come.
I mean, there's just not much else in that region historically, I think, for us to align on. I think post-90s I think we're generally all favorable towards like Saudi Arabia as well, but they're not as controversial over there. Vosh is bashing Bernie Sanders right now live because he attacks only the Republicans and the oligarchy and not the Democrats as well.
Despite being capable of being broadcasted anywhere in the country.
Oh no.
Could lead to people needing to that alligator on.
Sanders is spending this congressional recess back on what he calls his fighting oligarchy tour, trying to help Democrats find their footing among working class Americans.
I just really wish this energy went somewhere, you know? And you are not going to pull enough people over unless you're willing to attack the Democrats as well. People are so fucking mad at the Democrats. You need to, like, if you are proposing a new way forward, you can't just yes-and people when the people you're yes-anding are fucking Chuck Schumer or Pete Buttigieg or something, you know? You need to directly contrast them. Hasn't Bernie attacked Dems for years? God, no. No. When does he ever? He doesn't attack. He doesn't. He talks about the oligarchs and the Republicans and so on, but he does not call the Democrats out for being complacent.
And reclaim power next November. I hit the road with the senator in West Virginia as he took his message to the heart of Trump country.
It's good to be with you here. We're in Wheeling, West Virginia, and it's so fascinating that this is part of what you call your fighting the oligarchy tour, because this is a state where Donald Trump got 70%.
Really?
70%.
Tonight. Bernie's explicitly attacked Democrats in these events. Man, you don't do this, okay? You know perfectly well what I'm talking about, okay? I'm very familiar with the criticisms that he offers, okay? What is he directing people to do? Like, what is the actual game plan here? Because the Democratic Party, as it exists right now, is not, like, capable of meeting this moment, right? So you have to offer alternatives. But then you have to talk about,
Hello, Destiny. What is your opinion on the Armenian genocide? I come from a family that has escaped and some have died. I was born and raised in Saudi Arabia and have moved to Canada 2 years ago to study electrical engineering. It hurts me to see people like Hassan get so much fame when he denies the Armenian genocide, insists there and calls it the Palestinian genocide, and his uncle has a show called The Young Turks. Okay, first of all, just like knowing a little bit more about everything, calling any show that Jenkins been involved with the Young Turks is wild. That's hilarious. That's just an unhinged and insane name. I feel like it's comparable to just calling a show as like a German immigrant, like the Nazis or the Gestapo or whatever. But I don't know. I think it was very funny. But does Hassan actually deny the Armenian genocide? I don't know if Hassan does. I feel like I've never heard him. Deny that before.
To start saying like uncomfortable stuff, like we need to start primarying these people. We need Schumer out. He can't say stuff like that. Well, like we could, and he should, but he doesn't.
Well, yeah, and this was an auditorium that was packed. It was at capacity. Still, what makes you think that your message tonight is going to resonate in such a red state?
Well, among other things, when I ran for president, I think here in West Virginia, we won every single county. Look, this is a working class state. It's one of the poorest states in the country. People are hurting. And they want candidates to come before them to stand up for the working class and take on the oligarchs who have so much economic and political power. So I think the message will resonate here. I think it'll resonate in many red states throughout the country, because at the end of the day, 60% of our people are living paycheck to paycheck. They don't want to see tax breaks for billionaires. They don't want to see the rich get richer. They want healthcare as a human right. They want to raise the minimum wage to a living wage.
I guess like another issue that I have with this now is that
Ethan is cooking Anna Kasparian for 3 days straight in his IG stories for it, given she's Armenian. True. Dude, she had an unhinged tweet that I saw the other day. I quote tweeted this. What the? She went full Zog. She's like she's fully there now. Our country is occupied and controlled by the Israelis. This is our fight, Zog. They're using our money and our bombs to slaughter innocent people and steal land. And then our media tells us the Muslim world hates us for our freedom. Who says this anymore? Hello? 2003 called. They want their talking points back. What? And people believe that slop as they lose public services because their resources are being sent abroad. I'm sorry, what? We're defunding our public services to send money to Israel? What? The jig is up. You either love America or the country occupying it. Ooh, the dual loyalty dog whistle. I love that one. One of the common claims given is that people shouldn't be allowed to have dual Israeli citizenship because they're secretly loyal to Israel first before America. This is just a crazy... Yeah, this is crazy tweets or whatever. Jesus. Is bimbo-fied? I probably shouldn't use that word.
But it all feels kind of native and painfully naive when it's pretty obvious that the real cultural dividing line is whether or not you're a hate-filled monster who wants to destroy the country because you didn't get, I don't know, the right tendies, or your crush in high school went for a black guy or something, versus people who, by and large, wanted an improved version of the existing system, you know? Like, people aren't really being mobilized to the left anymore because of minimum wage type stuff, because the average Trumpoid genuinely believes that Trump's tariffs are bringing economic greatness to the country, you know? It's so much more fundamental than this. It's unfortunate, and I think that, like, genuinely, and okay, Marx did write about this, but a lot of people don't actually read Marx, including me. But just because the unifying interest of the working class is their class interest, right? Like a set of economic and political principles, it doesn't mean that's what actually animates people to vote, right? Or be politically active at all. Here's an example, okay? One of the most potent and effective rallying cries from the right in terms of mobilizing people, bringing them over, what is it? Vaccine conspiracism. Anti-vaxxers, hydrochloroquine types. This is like totally divorced from people's economic interests. Not only is it like objectively against their interest in the sense that, you know, being anti-vaccine hurts and kills them, you know, but it has nothing to do with like the quality of their lives, really. You know, it doesn't really have anything to do with their jobs or their pay or whatever. They're not looking to improve society. They're just reacting. Anyway, I don't know. Who's out there protesting for Medicare for all? We're so far past that right now. I don't know. Not saying you shouldn't be for it. You should be. You're wrong if you're not for Medicare for all. But man, it ain't 2016 anymore.
To be able to live in housing that they can afford.
One of the things that you talked about here, as you've been talking about since even before it passed, is what the president calls his big beautiful bill. Cuts to Medicaid, other programs. 25% of West Virginians receive Medicaid, 15% rely on food stamps. And yet, as I mentioned, West Virginians overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump. How do you square that circle?
Well, that's a longer story that has to do with the failure of the Democratic Party in general to speak to the needs of the working class.